My grandbaby just said, Granny, do you love me? I said, you gotta ask me that? She said, no, I just like asking people. I said, well, why are you asking me? I said, don't I show you? She said, yeah, but I just asked. I said, you know how much I love you? She said, you love me enough that you'll die for me? I said, no, ma'am. Mm-mm. I said, I love you enough that I won't give you a hamburger, baby. She said, but you die for me, that's more than that. I said, no, baby, I love you enough that I want you to be healthy and I want you to live a long and prosperous life. I love you enough not to sit there and watch you hurt yourself, now that I know it's hurting you. And she just looked at me. She said, so you wouldn't die for me, Granny? Baby, I love you enough to heal myself so I can live for you. And I love you enough so that you can live for you. And you can live for me. And I realized, we, in our communities, people always say, oh, I died for you, I died for you, fuck that. I want to live for you, okay? I want to live the right way so that you learn to live the right way. That's how much I love you. I love you enough that I'm changing who I am. Now, people out here, especially growing up oh man, I done seen so many people die for the streets and for the hood and for their homies instead of living for their loved ones, their true loved ones. We have got that fucked up that it's okay to die for your folks, but not live for your folks. Okay? Now, the reason why we're like this, you ever notice that growing up, if something of a sexual nature came on television, grown folks covered your eyes, told you to turn your head and all the shit. But you can sit down and you can watch people die all day long. When did sex become more... Well, let me say this. How is killing viewable and sex isn't? It's okay for you to watch somebody die all day long. But it's not okay for you to see an act of sex, right? Now, I'm not saying children should be watching sex. That's really not what I'm saying. But I'm saying the fact that me personally, I've never seen anyone or myself tell somebody, turn away from the television when you see somebody dying. Okay? So now we're numb to it. It's where it's okay to die. But yet we're afraid to die. Make that make sense. You're afraid to die because they didn't told you that you're either going to heaven or hell and you ain't living right, so you think you're going to hell, right? Then you don't want nobody else to die because you're afraid that, okay, I'm never going to see you again. No, it don't work that way. Okay? Ain't no heaven or hell. This is hell right here. Okay? This is hell. Where we at right now, that's hell. Okay? You don't die and get to go to heaven. It's not heaven. Okay? Heaven is what you make up right now, today. Right here, this is your heaven, if you choose to make it heaven. But we walking around here like crash test dummies, chicken with our heads cut off, just fucking deaf, dumb, and stupid, and blind, and just doesn't make any sense. But yet, it's okay to die for something that has no cause. It's okay to die for your folks in the street that don't even take care of your kids when you go to prison. Or they ain't gonna look out for your kids when you die. Imagine that. But you gonna go and die for them, but you won't even take your son a pack of diapers. Or you'll die for your folks, but you won't help your mama or your dad or your uncle that was on drugs. Instead, you were out there selling drugs. You were selling drugs, but you're hurt because your parents were on drugs. You've convinced yourself that you aren't part of the problem. But you are. We all have done some dumb shit. I'm not saying that I'm any better than anybody else. I've done a lot of dumb shit, y'all. I did a lot of dumb shit. But at some point in your life, as an adult, it's time for you to wake the fuck up. You cannot keep turning a blind eye to what is going on and think you won't be judged for that. You will be held accountable for your actions. And as long as you out here acting like your shit don't stink, Come on now. I mean, we see everything is in our faces right now. And you still out here thinking that you have time and that it's okay. You don't have to heal from the things you've been through, and you don't need to ask for forgiveness for the shit you did. It ain't gonna last long, y'all. It just don't work that way. It doesn't. I tell my children on a regular basis, baby, I'm sorry. I fucked up. I didn't know I was fucking up, but I fucked up. Now I'm watching them and I'll tell them I failed them all the time, and they think that I'm saying they're a failure. And I'm like, no, baby, I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying you're doing what I showed you. I just didn't show you right because I didn't know right. But now that I know right, I'm doing right so I can show you right. A lot of us know the right thing. We feel it. You feel it. You know what's going on. But you choose to remain docile. There is a problem when it comes to free will. Because we think we out here and what we're doing is free will. No. First off, you've been conditioned and programmed to believe that what you're doing is right. Damn near everybody who has done anything wrong, half the time they thought it was right. They thought it was the right thing to do. Because that's what we've been convinced of. Eating animals is the right thing to do. Using all these chemical products is the right thing to do. Using this technology, this phone I'm using, it's not the right thing to do, but it's where we're at right now. But it's not okay still, because we fail to realize that our brothers and sisters across the ocean are dying in mines so we can have these phones. You know, Nike was paying people, $2 an hour, whatever the fuck they was paying them per shoe or whatever for these fucking shoes that we buy. They pay like $2 for a pair of shoes and we paying $200 for them. We're not thinking about the chemicals that are being used, that are polluting the earth, so that we can have some shoes that keeps us from being fucking grounded and connected to the earth. We're paying them $200 to keep us from grounded. Ain't that some shit? Coldest business plan ever. Yet y'all out here robbing, stealing, killing to wear these goddamn shoes. This shit is sick. It's sad, it's sickening, and it's embarrassing. It's disgraceful to our genetic makeup. Everything you are doing is against who we really are. We're wasteful consumers. And it's just, it's sickening. It has to stop. Like this rain right here. It's raining right now. I'm outside in the rain. It's raining on me and I'm okay with it. But the rain that's coming down, we used to be able to catch this rain, drink this rain, and everything was great, right? We can't catch this rain no more because this rain is toxic than a motherfucker, y'all. Because of the shit that we believe we need to survive. We forgot at one point all we had was us. All we had was the bare minimum. And we survived. With all odds against us, we survived. We have survived everything that has been thrown at us. But yet, we can't survive ourselves. Ain't nobody got you trapped no more. You have you trapped. You are the root cause of your problems. Your enemy is your inner me. Nobody is responsible for what you do going forward. When you know better, you're supposed to do better. Each one reach one. When you make it, don't tell somebody how to help them. Help. It's okay to help us. Help each other. Help. That's what you're supposed to do. Don't sit back and laugh at somebody's demise.